The heart is the gateway to your desires, to your manifestations, to your very dreams, to the soul aching desires you've had since you were birthed out of your mother's womb. And in this video, we're going to talk all about how to manifest from your heart, how to create your dreams, embark on your mission, and literally just pull in all the juicy desires you ever want in your life. So if you're new, welcome. My name is Katie. Love that you're here on the channel. If you enjoyed this video, definitely please subscribe, hit the like. We'd love to have you here. We talk all about this kind of stuff, new earth, manifestation, spirituality. So yeah, we're gonna get straight into it though, like we always do. We're not wasting time around here. So the heart, it is your gateway to your desires. What does that really mean? So we all know about manifestation. If you're watching this video, you're very familiar with what manifestation is. It's, the physical manifestation in the 3D of the desires that we have in our heart that we visualize in our mind, and they come true, they come find us in our life. That's a very summed up version, but I'm just getting down to the basics here. And so that's really what manifestation is. And manifestation is like our true soul's way of pulling in those very things that we want for ourselves. However, as a human being on this planet, on earth, we have an ego. We have a mind, and oftentimes our mind and our ego has different desires, really wants, than our soul has. And it's really important to decipher between the two to figure out what are we actually desiring from the soul-based level, from our higher self, heart, intuitive level, versus our mind just like wanting things just because it's our mind and we want to like boost our ego and have a little ego boost. So it's important to decipher between the two. And I'm going to show you how to do that in this video. But yeah, really again, what I want to touch on, and like the heart being the gateway to your desires, what I mean by this is that as souls, again, and especially with what's happening on the planet right now, we are raising the frequency of the planet to the 5D, the fifth dimension. And in that, we are tuning more back into our hearts, a life where we are sovereign beings, living from our heart center, from intuition, from being in balance and in harmony with one another, with ourselves, and in tune with the frequency of love and of light. And we've been in more of the mind over past many years, and it's time to come back to our heart center and to tune into our higher self, our soul, to really reclaim those desires and things that we want to create for ourselves in this life. Because I truly believe and know in my heart, and have channeled this so many times, that we come into this life with specific desires because these desires are what God, source, divine, whatever you resonate with, is showing us is meant for us in this life. I don't believe that we come into this life by coincidence just saying, oh, I want that, that would be nice, that would be cool, I really want to do that, but like probably won't happen. Like when you see things that spark your interest, that hit something in your body where you're like, fuck, I really want to do that, that is God showing you something that you're able to create in this life. And I believe you will create if you have that knowing and you tune into your heart and you let your heart guide the way. It will show you that, oh, I actually can create these things for myself. It's not just, some lucky person got lucky and made it happen. Like, no, we all get to create our dreams. And so have some notes here, but that's kind of what I wanted to explain first, is that the old way of manifestation is being in the mind and is trying to fixate and control our reality and trying to pull in our desires from the mind versus from our hearts. And where I'm going with this is basically talking about, we all know, for example, when you want to think about your desires, you think of what they're going to look like. What do they physically look like in this physical reality? Like, is it the car? Is it the nice house? Is it the man that has all these features? Is it the woman that has this specific body type? Like, we fixate on so much of the physical versus the actual feeling that those very things are going to give us. And so when I say tune into the heart, and why the heart is the gateway to your desires, is when we fixate on the feeling of how we want to feel in our life, which that's really why we're manifesting, right? We want the car, we want the nice house, we want the travel because it's going to make us feel a certain way, right? Or make us look a certain way, which is going to inevitably make us feel better and feel a certain way. So it all comes back to the feeling, which is the very core essence of manifestation. And I'm sure you're familiar, when you go into visualizing, you really want to amplify that feeling of having that very thing, because the feeling is the energy that's going to create and that's going to pull that experience into your life, or that material item. And so again, where I keep going with this is that tuning into your heart, into the feeling of how you want to feel in your day-to-day. Do you want to feel so vital in your body? Do you want to feel in love with your life? Do you want to feel like you're the happiest, most loving, most like social, bubbly person? Whatever it is, if you have your unique things, I have my unique things as well. Really reclaiming and tuning into that feeling of love and of all of those energies I just described are encompassed in love. All those good high vibe energies, those are literally the key of what we are meant to fixate on for us to pull in our desires. And what I mean by that is that instead of you fixating on how it's gonna look, you know, scripting out all the details of what the very thing looks like, I want you to get crystal freaking clear on the feeling of how you want to feel in your desired reality, desired life, desired future. And so, for example, I'm going to give you an experience that changed my life recently. I had a really powerful heart awakening. I've been working a lot with cacao, drinking it every day, going on my hot girl walks, and I'm just like in that energy of love. And I haven't been fixating on what I want specifically or what I want things to look like in my life. I just have been fixated on this feeling of love and emitting that just joy for myself, my life, and the current reality I'm living in. Grateful for everything in my life. All of those energies are under love, you know? And so I have been fixating on that so much recently. And through that, God has shown me the steps to take, the aligned action steps, the inspired action steps, and God has shown me what's gonna make me truly happy. But it wasn't through fixating on what I thought it would look like the old way, like I used to do. Like I needed it to look like this, or I wanna make X amount of money. And while that's all great and we can do that, what I found so powerful for myself and my life and my friends as well is just emitting the feeling of how you want to feel and falling madly in love with your current reality based on the feeling of, like, you know, even when you're talking to people, when you're looking at a tree outside on a walk, just be so like mesmerized and just like appreciative of life and of the beauty all around you. And through that, God has shown me, Source Divine has shown me so much magic in my life, because I have just been on these walks, for instance, and all these synchronicities flow to me. I get this sign or I get this download, this hit of information that's like, go home, make a video on this. And I'm like, all right, I got it. So when you're tuned in the frequency of love, I believe God shows you more of what you're actually going to want from your soul's point of view, versus like fixating with your mind from the ego. And so basically, I hope this is making sense, but essentially it's when you're emitting this frequency of just pure love, you're aligning with your higher self, with your soul, and with your heart, and your highest timeline, highest path, highest self. Therefore, God, Divine, works through you and is able to show you, okay, she's in alignment, he's in alignment with their higher self. Let's point them down this pathway, this timeline, because this is going to get them closer to their mission, their goal, their desires. And so you're not actually fixating it from a human point of view, trying to create your reality. You're being guided by love, by God, Source Divine, because like I said, you are attuned to your heart, which is love, which is God. So you're just like, you're like on a scavenger hunt that you're not even trying to figure things out. Life is just showing you the way. So again, I hope this is making sense, but synchronicities, miracles will flow into your life, and God will show you more of what your soul is actually here to create for yourself in this life, based on the frequency that you're in, versus the other way around of like, okay, well, I want this thing, so I have to write about it and think about that. It's like actually reversing that and being in the feeling more so, and then God's going to show you more of what you want. Because another thing too is we actually, a lot of us in this world don't actually know what we truly want or what we need. God only really knows. And so the only way to figure those things out is just being in the frequency of love, and then God's going to show you those little steps forward. So it's the most liberating journey of your life, because you're not actually having to force or create or do anything. You're just like attuned to the highest timeline of your life, that your soul is able to work through you. And when you're in that essence of your true soul alignment, your soul's like, all right, girl, boy, we're going this way, we're going that way, we're going to make this happen. And it's like so freaking beautiful. You can see how like, I have so much love for this, because it's so powerful, and it's really what's more worked magic in my life and what I feel will heal and help so many people. So attune to the frequency of love. And I know I keep talking about this. It can be like building a muscle at first, and it might be challenging to just be like, oh, I'm in love with life. I get that. Some simple ways I'll tell you that are very basic is gratitude. I know it's very talked about all the time, but like it's so powerful because of that reason. And so what you can do is every morning, the minute you wake up, I'm not even joking, when I wake out of bed, I immediately smile on my face, and then I say what I'm grateful for out loud, 5 things, just out loud. And it starts my day off like powerfully. When you go brush your teeth in the mirror, look at yourself and just like give some self-love to yourself. And then when you're making your cup of coffee or your breakfast, just be so present with what you're doing and just really tune into like, wow, I'm so grateful for this meal, for this food. And when you go on walks, like whatever you're doing in your day-to-day, be really grateful, and it's gonna start to amplify that feeling. And when you're in meditation, another thing that you can do as well is visualizing a powerful light from your heart center. You can do green, whatever color is resonant with you. Imagine that this energy is just going out and out and out. It's exuding out of your heart center until you're encompassed in love and it's going all out and you're protected. I always protect my energy every day, and I protect it with a bubble of love. And I say anything that is of love and of light, I allow in. Anything that is not, I keep it out. I am encompassed in a field of loving energy, and so it is. Boom. Something like that you can do. And yeah, just again, being so loving and really observant of your thoughts. If you start to judge people, if people start to judge you, instead of getting reactive and in the mind, the ego, just take notice of how you feel and how you react, and just be like, like you're just observing. Just observe everything, and you can start to again imagine this love. Setting intentions is so powerful. I set the intention to live through love today, to exude love out of my heart center, and that intention is very powerful as well. And then yeah, like I said, just imagining that energy all throughout your day. Cacao is something I'm obsessed with. I love working with cacao, ceremonial cacao. If you're familiar, if you drink cacao, it really helps to activate your heart. I have a video on this as well, on how to give yourself a heart awakening, if you want to check that out. And yeah, it's very, very powerful. And like I said, there's some more ways too, but I think these really 3 basics, or really 2, honestly, like visualizing the heart, setting intentions, and gratitude, so 3, are very, very powerful to connect you to your heart center. And through that, God's going to show you more of what you want, more of your desires, more of your manifestations. You're not even going to have to think about it. They're just going to start coming in your life, and you're going to be manifesting things that you didn't know you wanted, but then you're going to realize like, oh, whoa, I love this. Thank you. So it's like reversing the whole fucking realm of manifestation. It's so beautiful. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the like, hit the subscribe. I'd love to have you here. And yeah, I really think this is something that we all can start to connect to and really exude, because we deserve it. We deserve to live a life from our heart, not even just from getting our desires, but just from being in that energy and essence of love. We are healing the planet, we're healing the world, we're healing humanity, and we're healing ourselves, most importantly. So, and we're rewriting our DNA by doing that. So go out there, manifest your dreams. I believe in you. I think you're queen, king. And I also wanted to say I offer light language activations to connect you to your soul gifts, your soul remembrance, and soul mission. So if you want to help amplify that energy, click the link below. And yeah, would love to help you on that and really guide you on that journey, because it's time that you step into your mission, your power, reclaim your purpose, and manifest your dreams. So go out there, create some magic, girl or guy. Love you so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Mwah.